up, degenerates? You ready to party? This is like sober Def Jam. This is the best. I'm gonna start off right away. Just gonna pander the shit out of you guys. I'm almost 3 years sober now. Yes. Thank you. I'm just a garden variety alcoholic, and I used to, back when I was drinking, I would drink at minimum a fifth of vodka every single day. At this, my liver looks like Nick Nolte's face at this point. My liver looks like a leftover pork chop seasoning in a jar of my parents' tears. Oh. I found a line, I think. That's great. And it's weird, I do comedy a lot in bars, and it's weird because I'm just constantly surrounded by the reason I don't remember 7 years of my life. And I did a show once, and someone came up to me after the show and went, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" And I went, "No thank you, I don't drink anymore." Which should have been the end of that conversation, but instead they decided to chime in and go, "You must have been really bad at drinking if you had to quit." Exactly. When I do that at just regular rooms, dead silence. Yeah, of course he must have been bad at drinking. And it was I responded "Excuse me, sir, I was the LeBron James of plastic bottle vodka." Look, if I was so bad at drinking, how come I won a trip to rehab? Yeah. I feel like rehab is society's way of saying, you're so good at drinking, you're making the rest of us look bad, and you have to stop. It was great. I drank because I kind of just don't feel like I fit in anywhere. I would just feel like the nerd, whatever, the odd man out. When I checked myself in the rehab, I was the only person there who was there for alcohol treatment. Okay? Everyone there is there for the cool kid drugs, cocaine, ecstasy, Molly, Skrillex, I don't know. I was the Dungeons and Dragons player of rock bottom. Yeah. They bullied me there. They gave me wet willies. Rehab wet willy. It's a lot like a regular wet willy, but instead of taking spit and going boop, like that, they take withdrawal sweat and shove it right in here. I know. It's gross. I got them back real good though. Don't worry. So I replaced all their lithium with Tic Tacs. They couldn't walk in a straight line, but they had fresh breath. It was adorable. I made a pretty big mistake when I was there though. I made a mistake in that I told my therapist the truth. Never do that. Because I told my therapist that I have a dream of being a stand-up comic one day. And her response was, "Sweet, write 10 minutes of material and perform it in front of the other patients." Which, no, I'm not going to do that. I didn't want to do that. I was still withdrawing. And you know what? This crowd's going to have more antipsychotics in their bloodstream than blood. I was all right, you want 10 minutes of material, therapist? All right, I'll give you 10 minutes of material. And I just sat there and I read the screenplay to Caddyshack for 10 minutes. It's literally the best set I've ever had. Thank you, rehab. Now, I feel like I look like the captain of a boat full of antidepressants. Can I get that out of the way? I don't drink anymore, but I still deal with depression a lot. Whatever. This is not a Keith Portland weird beard. This just kind of sprouted up on my face after watching Antiques Roadshow in my dark apartment for 3 hours. There's nights when the only thing that reminds me that I'm still alive and breathing is that little pop-up on Netflix that just kind of goes "Are you still watching Family Guy?" It's oh yeah, thanks Netflix. And I try to do stuff about it. I date, which just don't. I'm gonna brag a little bit though. In the past couple of weeks, I've gone home with 3 different ladies. Yay me! Who have all told me while we were in bed that they just want to be friends and that I deserve better. Right? Jesus Christ. Like, the only thing I could think of that would be more, like, deflating to my ego is after we were done, like, coitusing or whatever, is if they just, like, rolled over and, like, looked me right in the eye and just went, "Bless your little heart, champ." Just got one of those. Right? A nose boob is the most adorable way of just saying, "I don't respect you." And this is a horrifying thing that happened with one of these people. It's gonna get real gross right now. I was home with a lady, and we were both like laying in bed, and I was like, "Hey lady, do you mind like giving me a back massage?" And I was like, and she's like, "Yeah, of course." So I flip over on my stomach, and she like sits on my butt and starts massaging my back. And while she's doing that, like her weight is shifting around, and there's a little grum going on my tum-tum. I feel like some of you know where I'm gonna go with this. There's no delicate way to put this. I farted right into her vagina. I know. I'm as horrified as all of you, don't worry. What's the etiquette for farting into a woman's vagina? Do you like look at her and just go, "Bullseye, high five"? I don't know. You guys are great. I got 7 minutes here. I sat there in just stunned silence. I didn't know what to say. But in my head I was like, "You fool! This is how ghosts are born! What have you done?" And she just looked at me and just like, with like terror in her eyes and just went, "Did you just toot into my hoo-ha?" Which, right, that's the most adorable euphemism for the most disgusting thing I've ever done. That sounds like the name of a Christian ska band or something like that. I would have called it something a little more like classy and elegant. Like I would have called it something like "Whispering to the Gilded Lady" or something like that. Basically, the long story short is, guys, we're getting married. I'm so excited. That's been my time, guys. Thank you very much. Let's give it back to Jeremiah. You guys have been awesome. Thank you guys very much.